than they expected, with the cooks churning out food and the waitstaff rushing to keep up. Better, Jenny winked. Paige smiled and shook her head at her cousin, always on the hunt for a man. Her own limited experience with men didn't make her eager for more. Are you kidding me? Jenny went on. You're not even going to look? She finally did out of curiosity and crap. It was the guy from the other day. The one that made her pulse beat faster. The one she thought was about to ask her out even if she could never say yes. Which is why the tingle on the back of her neck and the heat he brought to her cheeks was so disconcerting. She grabbed a rag to wipe around the base of the coffee maker. That's not my table. It is now. He asked for you specifically. What did he say? Exactly. I said, "Hey, handsome, what can I get you?" And he said, "Paige." Just like that. Paige, all deep and sexy. Told you he was going to ask you out. Jenny must have read the look on her face because she added, "You don't want him? I'm more than happy. I'd go anywhere that man asked." Yeah, anyone would. And he was looking this way. Crap. She made her way over to Mr. Fine, as he was aptly named, because, okay, yes, he was perfectly gorgeous in a casual, slightly rugged, athletic kind of way, even if she tried hard not to notice. His hair was dark and slightly damp. A black t-shirt covered his chest, just hinting at the muscles beneath. Add to that his eyes and a faint shadow covering his strong jaw, and the entire female population was in danger of hyperventilating. "Hi," she said, trying her best not to be affected by him. It would be so much better if she actually wasn't affected by him. "What can I get you?" "Iced tea." "Okay." See? Just a man. No reason for this to be awkward, except that he was here and asking for her. "Anything else? The special is meatloaf." "No thanks," he said, his voice deep and even, his expression serious. "I wanted to talk to you, if you have a minute, about your daughter." What could he possibly have to say about Casey? "About her legs, specifically," he added. Well, now things were awkward. Her shoulders stiffened and she took a small step back. "What about it?" He took a deep breath and blew it out, then angled himself on the booth seat until his right leg was in clear view. His khaki shorts revealed a below-the-knee prosthesis. The socket at the top was shiny black with a silver pylon that disappeared into a running shoe. It was sleek and impressively high-tech looking. When she pulled her gaze back to his after several beats, she realized her mistake. She knew what it was like on the other side of stairs. "I'm sorry." "It's okay," he said, turning his body back to the table. "No, it's not. She wasn't sure why it was such a shock. She didn't know him, though she'd seen him several times. Did he also wear long pants? "I never noticed, and it's nice. I like it." Maybe a stupid thing to say about someone's prosthetic leg, but it was true. "Thanks," he said, his expression kind, like her comment wasn't stupid at all. "Does your daughter have a prosthesis?" "Yes. She has one, but she doesn't always wear it. It's been bothering her lately. It probably just needs an adjustment." He sat back against the booth, his eyes on hers, arms crossed over his broad chest. "I work in prosthetics, mostly bionics and artificial intelligence, but I could take a look at it, if you wanted." He was back to offer to help Casey? She was still wrapping her mind around the fact that he wore a prosthesis and made prosthetics. "Order up, chicken fried." Somewhere it registered that this was not the first call. She shot a glance at Mac. "I'll be right back." Paige hurried across the diner and behind the counter. She grabbed the plates from the pass, delivered them, then went for his tea on autopilot. Because he'd ordered it, and because she needed a minute. "Told you he was interested," Jenny said, sliding up beside her. "So, what's the deal? Navy SEAL, pro athlete, Chippendale dancer?" No, and he's still not interested. Though he was becoming more and more interesting. He has an amputation almost the same as Casey's. "You're kidding. I never noticed," Jenny said, automatically turning her head in his direction. Not that she could see anything from here. "No, I'm not," she said, filling his glass. "And he makes prosthetics or something."